Once upon a time there was a beautiful forest filled with magical unicorns. The unicorns lived happily in the forest, frolicking among the trees and flowers. Their horns glowed with magic, and they used their powers to keep the forest safe and healthy. One day, an evil wizard came to the forest. He was jealous of the unicorn's magic and wanted to steal it for himself. Under the cover of darkness, he crept into the forest and captured all of the unicorns, locking them in his gloomy castle. The forest began to wilt without the unicorn's magic. When the unicorns did not return, the other forest creatures grew worried. They gathered together to try to come up with a plan to save their missing friends. A brave young squirrel volunteered to sneak into the wizard's castle and see what was going on. The squirrel was small and quick, able to dodge the wizard's traps and guards. He scurried through cracks in the walls until he found the dungeon where the unicorns were being kept. "Don't worry, I'll get help," the squirrel told them before dashing back to the forest. The forest creatures were dismayed to learn of the unicorn's imprisonment. They knew the wizard was too powerful for them to defeat alone. In desperation, they sought out the help of a kind and wise wizard who lived deep within the forest. The wise wizard was grieved by what had happened to the unicorns, who had been his friends for centuries. He told the animals he would help get them back. First he brewed a powerful sleeping potion. Then he cast a spell to shrink the animals down to a tiny size. Under the cover of night, the wizard and the miniature animals approached the evil wizard's castle. They poured the sleeping potion into the guards' well, casting them into a deep sleep. Then the tiny animals crawled through cracks and under doorways to avoid detection. At the unicorn's dungeon, the wise wizard returned the animals to normal size and unlocked the prison doors. The unicorns were overjoyed to be free. But just then, the evil wizard burst in, furious to find his prisoners escaping. The evil wizard cast powerful spells at the group, attempting to recapture the unicorns. But the wise wizard was stronger. He blocked the evil spells with magical shields. Then with a zap of lightning, he knocked the evil wizard's wand from his hands. Defenseless, the evil wizard admitted defeat. The wise wizard shrank him down to a tiny size, just as he had done to the forest creatures. The unicorns used their healing magic to restore the forest to its former glory. The animals celebrated their triumph late into the night. From that day on, the unicorns were free to roam the forest once more. The wise wizard visited them often, having many more adventures together. The evil wizard never returned, for he had learned it is better to show friendship than jealousy. And they all lived happily ever after. Once upon a time there was a young explorer named Sam who loved going on adventures. One day while looking through some old dusty boxes in his attic, he stumbled upon a very old and mysterious-looking map. This map had pictures of a lush jungle, a big red X, and a treasure chest. Sam couldn't believe his eyes. This must be a map to lost pirate treasure. He decided right then and there that he must follow the map and try to find the treasure. The next day, Sam packed his backpack full of supplies and set off on his adventure into the deep jungle. The jungle was hot and humid. Strange birds called out from the treetops. Sam hiked for hours, using his map to guide the way. Finally he came to a clearing. Right in the middle stood an ancient stone temple, just like on the map. Could the treasure be hidden inside? Cautiously, Sam stepped inside the temple. It was dark and full of cobwebs. Using his flashlight he could see strange markings on the walls and pillars. These must be clues left behind by the pirates, thought Sam. He searched all around the temple hall but couldn't find the treasure. Puzzled, Sam stepped back outside and looked at his map again. He realized there was a trail on the map leading from the temple to a waterfall. He hadn't noticed it before. Sam pushed through the jungle plants and rocky cliffs until he heard the rush of water. Behind the waterfall was a hidden cave. Holding his breath, Sam slipped behind the water curtain and entered the cave. It was pitch black. He shined his light around and suddenly saw it, a wooden pirate chest tucked against the back wall. Sam's hands trembled as he carefully opened the ancient chest. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw piles of shiny gold coins and jewels filling the chest to the brim. The lost pirate treasure was finally found after all these years. Sam spent all afternoon examining the treasure in awe. As the sun started to set, he loaded as many coins and jewels as he could into his backpack. He marked the location on his GPS, excited to come back and explore the rest of the treasure another time. For now, he had to get back home before it got too dark. This was only the beginning of the many adventures Sam would have after discovering the lost pirate's gold. He couldn't wait to study the map more closely to uncover all of its secrets.